Welcome to TuberChat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today has just crossed 10,000 subscribers. They actually did this a couple of weeks ago. This is Chris and Larry Homestead. Now, they only came into the TuberChat family after already having close to 9,000 subscribers. So they were already well on their way, definitely an influential family of creators. And I often say of channels over 3,000 that there is much to learn from these creators as well as be entertained and inspired by. That is certainly the case with Chris and Larry Homestead. They are, is it a family of 10? Let me remind myself. Yes, a family of 10, homeschooling and homesteading. And what these creators do is bring us along on their journey through life with just about everything, to be honest with you. When we look at their most popular videos, you can see some of the things that they share and how much there is to learn. You know, some homeschooling experiments that they share with us, a lot of cooking as well, and then unboxings, product reviews. They take us out on adventures and then give us a chance to meet the family and its members behind the channel. Now, Chris and Larry Homestead are incredibly supportive of other channels, and it is that generosity and what I have seen them do as far as engaging conversation and bouncing in between different people's premieres and live streams and things like that that had me want to feature them today. When we feature a channel here on TuberChat, we do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. And the reason why I do that more than anything else is so that when we are not live streaming here, you still have over 300 opportunities to meet loyal and dedicated supporters. Because I always want you to be growing your channel, even when we're not here. I couldn't live stream 24 hours a day if I wanted to, but we're only here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, so I want you to be able to grow constantly. House of X Entertainment Inc. is a couple of creators who've been with TuberChat from the very beginning. Thank you so much for that highlighted milestone message. I really do appreciate that. I'm just going to get them onto the wheel. I haven't added names to the wheel yet. Just I Am Betty J Gathers is up there. House of X Entertainment Inc. is It's Me, Wanston, Yes Honey, and Yo, It's Your Boy Leo. And they were two of the very first creators to ever come into a TuberChat live stream, but I've been friends with them for about 2.5 years. As well, I see that Carolina Diamond Productions dropped a super chat on us, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. Carolina Diamond Productions will be the next channel that we look at before I start spinning the wheel. Now, if anybody's mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, what I'm going to ask is for your patience. I will appreciate it, but if you can hang on for about 5 minutes until I'm done with the introductions, then mention whatever it is that you would like me to see with 3 thumbs up or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Emotion came in pretty late yesterday and caught us just at the last second, but actually on Friday, Emotion came in and gifted 5 memberships to different creators. YouTube takes the reins on that and distributes them somewhat randomly among the most active chatters on somebody's channel. But it was a really extremely generous thing to do, and it looks like that feature has been rolled out to just about all monetized channels now. So I see we've got some more action in the chat, and forgive me while I take my time here getting the wheel going and everything else. We are also going to talk about losses here on YouTube, particularly with subscribers, and the importance of following our full procedure and what happens when it doesn't happen, what you can do to minimize the losses that you do experience and things like that. So if you can bear with me for a few more minutes, we'll get into that. Boyer Coffee Enterprises is Lenny the Lawyer live. He's got a few channels actually. He says, hi Kevin, I haven't been able to be here in a long time. Missed your long-awaited unboxing and demonstration. Well, my excuse now then is that I was waiting for Lenny the Lawyer Live to come back in before I finish the Stream Deck video. I have had a Stream Deck. You want to see some of the procrastination that goes on in the world? I've had a Stream Deck Mini that's been plugged into the computer and not set up for about 6 months. That was given to me for Christmas. But one of these days I intend on getting that that video done. That's what Boyer Coffee Enterprises is talking about. Lenny the Lawyer Live is one of his other channels. Travel Walks TV, good to see you here. Life with Mountain Folk, good to have you back in the house. I'm just going to get some more members onto the wheel. And we will talk about what I was mentioning there. So Crocheting with Leanne is here. So we always add the members onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but the wheel and the screen are open to everybody. What we do for 2.5 hours is put channels on the screen and I talk about them. It's really just to promote. It's not exactly reviews or anything like that. I just want to introduce these creators and I get to know them better over time, and my stories get better and you'll get a better introduction to each of these channels. I see the Bud Files is in the house and the Gaming Ham as well. And Michael's Adventures is in the chat. He is one of the most supportive creators that I have met on all of YouTube. He's here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. I use those same words to describe Scratch and PPA. I'm going to get Scratch and PPA onto the wheel right now. And we will see if any more of our moderators come through today. We'll add them. In the meantime, Astro Wolfie, good to have you back. Big Daddy Beard Gaming Promotions is back in the house. Don Ray B, good to have you back. Hendrickson Family Farm is here. Caden Vlogs, good to have you back. Mind Forked is a really interesting channel because they actually want to bring... It's hard for me to explain right now because I'm still getting to know their content, but I skimmed through their channel while watching a video the other day, and it looks like they want to almost debunk some myths and things like that, bring some truth to some of the things we may have been unsure of. You'll have to head to their channel to see what on earth I'm talking about. Jenny ASMR, it's good to see you here. Mr. Fulton Miraz is another friend of about 2.5 years. Oracles and Beyond is Cassie, another longtime friend of TuberChat. Forgive me for not making it into your live stream this morning. I think you were live about an hour ago. I was just setting up for TuberChat and didn't quite get in there. Sharon Rowland, it's good to have you back. Travels of Ethel the Van is another creator I'm just getting to know. I watched my first video from their channel and it was full of comedy, I gotta tell you. Zadrum, good to see you here. Will Spirit Productions has a premiere for us in about 2.5 hours. And you have to pardon me, I know I was late getting started by a few seconds there. I'm gonna have to take a break for about 3 minutes and just to take care of something quickly. I'm gonna be right back and then we are going to get into putting more channels on the screen. All right, pardon me for that. I usually don't take a break so early. I don't know what happened. The second I was ready to start, I'm allergic to everything, so eyes itching, nose running, and everything else, which I know is too much information, but we're all family, right? So you get the bad along with the good. And, oh my dear goodness, Boyer Coffee Enterprises has an interesting question. Does anybody know how to handle Facebook banning you boosting your posts? That I have not seen. I haven't experimented enough with it, but that's interesting. Yeah, I wonder. Some of the social networks don't like promoting other social networks because they don't want people leaving, let's say, Facebook to go to YouTube. That's just a guess. More than anything else, that's not coming from any reliable information. But that might be a small part of it. Fresball Collects, good to see you in the house. Arsenic Outdoors is our newest gold member, which means we see that channel now every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, like you just saw, as well as their link will be dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. And Crocheting with Leanne, yes, had two different channels. They had an old one. They've started a new one. You can match the avatar while you're going through the search results to make sure it's the same one as here. Spiky, good to see you in the house. Now, I did step away from the computer again, so forgive me for anybody I've missed coming in. Christiana Kezzie, good to see you back. Keisha Monet, good to have you here. And if you've mentioned something that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @ mention TuberChat Connected Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open, hopefully catch it the next time around. So before we start getting into our channels, Carolina Diamond Productions and Boyer Coffee Enterprises both sent super chats through the chat. We're going to look at them first, then spin the wheel. When the wheel eventually gets down to 5 or 6 names, I'll start adding some more channels from our chat list. But one of the things that I haven't been talking about very much lately is a lot of the purging and glitching that's been going on with YouTube for a very long time. It used to be, up until about 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, that YouTube would come through every 3 months or so and do a big sweep of everything that they deem is invalid or inactive as far as accounts. We have to remember sometimes people quit. There's a lot of fake accounts out there and things like that, and YouTube cleans those things out. The other day we actually learned something specific, which was TuberChat's been here over 2.5 years now. As it is, I've been on YouTube for 5 years. So a creator came through here in TuberChat the other day and said they hadn't been here for a year, and therefore YouTube had taken their subscription away. When I went back to their channel, I also saw that I hadn't been to them in a year, and sure enough, the connection was gone. Now, we don't know if a year is the marker on that, but it definitely is something that is a possibility. So what I find is that the channels most aggressively trying to grow are the ones who experience the heaviest losses. And in some ways that might make sense. So for instance, here in TuberChat, you can meet somewhere between maybe 8 to 10 supporters per hour for the time that you hear. More than that is too fast. YouTube will certainly take some of those away. And we don't want that to happen to anybody. So it's more important than ever that we're doing as much as we possibly can to support each other. I'll just get rid of that right now. My dear goodness. Pardon me for a second while I get that. And yeah, we usually don't have trouble with too much of that. Spam is something that we have to take out of the chat. It's part of YouTube's community guidelines, of course, so our moderators will take care of that as well. That's probably just a very young creator who doesn't exactly understand what this channel is, which is fine. So, like I said, we find that the most aggressive channels trying to grow are the ones that experience the heaviest losses. So if you're bouncing in between different growth streams, let's say, which is what TuberChat essentially is, there's a lot of good ones out there. But if you're going from here to Commander Vlogs, to James Gype, and a bunch of the other ones, and you're gaining like 50 subscribers in a day, YouTube knows what on earth we're doing, and we're probably betting that you're not expecting to support those creators in the fullest sense over the next long term. So even though YouTube will make its own mistakes, there are a lot of glitches, and if you can find a feature on YouTube that works perfectly all of the time, please let me know, because we find glitches with just about every aspect of YouTube here, but it's the world that we choose to live in, right? Now, they do take everything. They take our views, our subscribers, our watch hours, our thumbs up, and even our thumbs down disappear after a couple of days. So, for instance, if that creator that just came through and spammed happens to... They weren't doing anything bad, but if they happen to give us a thumbs down on the way out, because they probably won't have stayed very long, YouTube will probably take that away within a day or two, and it's kind of funny when you think about it that way. But they take everything, and it is going to drive you bananas if you look at these numbers every single day and wonder what on earth is going on. The numbers in the YouTube analytics are almost always inaccurate, and that goes for everything. That goes for everything from your views, to your watch hours, to your thumbs up, to your memberships, to all kinds of stuff. And it's very weird to look at. Now, YouTube tells us that some of the stuff that they're showing us takes 72 hours to get together. If that makes sense. Rambling with the Brums. Got you on the wheel. And then I'll catch up with the chat shortly. So forgive me if I'm missing anybody coming in. Chartomi DeVio, good to see you here. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Yes, Spiky, thank you for that, yes. And there you go, Boyer Coffee Enterprises lost a lot of views on a video. This kind of thing happens all the time, so forgive me because I'm dragging the speech out. I don't mean to do that. It is more important than ever that we do as much as we can for others while we're connecting with them. Now, here's the question, right? If you could see the future and you would know that somebody who's come to your channel is never, ever going to come back. They're never going to watch a video. They're never going to give you a like. They're never going to leave a comment. They're never coming to a live stream or a premiere. First of all, the question is, do you even want the subscriber anyway? And I know it's hard to say, no, I don't want it, because, you know, we all want our numbers to be bigger. But here's the other problem. When you have what we call dead subscribers, which are subscribers that are never coming back to interact with your channel, that can hurt the averages on your channel, because the algorithm is looking at how many subscribers you have compared to how many views you have, and that's somewhat how it's determining how to push your content out. So the more people you have on your channel that aren't interacting, the worse it likely is. Now, I'm not a Google engineer, so it's just ideas, and I could be wrong, of course, although I'm sure what I'm talking about makes sense, at least in theory. So it's unfortunate that we have to go through some of this. Now, one of the things that I keep pointing out, I promise you, TuberChat loses as many subscribers as anybody. If I show you the analytics, which I will at some point, you'll see the numbers go up and down just like everybody, and you're like, how is it possible to gain 5 or 6 or 7 subscribers in a day and then the next day have -3? Not only did you not get any subscribers, but you also lost. And 3 people decided to unsubscribe at the same time on a day where you didn't post a video or weren't live streaming? Come on now, that's silliness. So anyway, it's just an idea more than anything else. But here in TuberChat, and the reason this started in the first place was you know, we think about generosity. That is at the forefront of everything that we do. Essentially, this is just another growth stream. There's lots of them out there. They were here before TuberChat even started. And when I saw generosity in the small YouTuber community myself, I was inspired and said, hey, I can start one of these growth streams, but we'll put the focus on the friendships that are made between creators, because I was overwhelmed by the generosity of a lot of creators who've been with me for a long time. Mr. Fulton Miraz, the House of X Entertainment Inc., Be Amazing Sylvia, who was here yesterday, Vern's Junk Closet is a dear friend of mine, you know that, JD Knight 7 or Jeremy D-Day is often in the chat with us. Flaw One has been here from the beginning, and there's many more. So it's not that I want to play favorites, but the idea is that these creators have been there from the beginning. They were supportive to me before TuberChat even started. And I know that there are enough generous people out there, because we really only need 1%, right? There's 50 million channels or whatever it is now. We only need 1% of them. And if we could all just find each other, would we ever be able to just grow rapidly and solidly, and everything else, and everybody's monetization would be as much or more than it should be, you know, and that kind of thing, right? So it's difficult sometimes, because you know very clearly you might have to go and support 10 people to get 3 or 5 back. You might have to go and leave 10 comments to get 3 back. You might have to go and give 10 thumbs up to get 3 back. But eventually, after doing enough of that, it will grow to a point that you will get so much more support coming back to you, it will be overwhelming and impossible to keep up with anybody. You know that already, because as you grow and support more and more creators, you can't go to everybody's channel every day. By the time you get to 300 different channels that you're subscribed to, how on earth are you going to watch 300 videos a week? I run a lot of playlists and I can't get through that many. You know what I mean? And it gets farther and farther and farther from there. But as long as everybody here in the TuberChat family and places like this and communities like this are doing as much as we possibly can for each other, most of the people are doing what they should most of the time. That's the best we can bet for. We see channels growing, we see channels hitting milestones, we see channels getting monetized, and we see all kinds of other wonderful things happening. So it's a very, very long speech for the beginning of today's episode of TuberChat, but I just wanted to share that because I know it's of concern. Our instructions are always in our video description. I will describe to you exactly how we connect. Let me get Carolina Diamond Productions up here right now, because they did drop a super chat on us. We'll get to spinning the wheel soon enough. When we look at a channel, what I would suggest here in TuberChat is to start a conversation with somebody before connecting with them, because 60 or 70% of the people here in TuberChat might be on a phone, and they might be leaving to go and watch videos on another channel for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes. And it takes that long. That's what we're supposed to be doing. So you want to make sure you got somebody's attention. Start a conversation. Let them know you want to connect. Then head to their channel. And in the case of somebody like Carolina Diamond Productions, you want to dig through their videos. She's got all kinds, because she brings us live streams too. Find something that is over 3 minutes long. When you see my comments out on YouTube, you will always see them on videos that are at least 3 minutes long. The only exception ever is if there's a creator that doesn't have videos that are 3 minutes long and only shorts, but that's rare, 1 in 1,000, right? Find a video that's 3 minutes long or more. You're free to do much more than I talk about here. I only talk about the minimums because we know that they work. Watch that full video from beginning to end, very important, and leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I recommend 3 or 4 sentences, as you see me do, with all the comments that you might run into of mine that are out there. And I don't do any more than anybody else. I'm just telling you that over time, you're likely going to start seeing some of the same creators over and over and over again, and you can get examples of what's going on out there. Once you've left that comment, give a thumbs up, subscribe, of course, turn the notification bell on for all creators, as you see me do, and that should make your connections stick. And then come back into the chat, let them know that you've done all that. We say silly things in the chat, like I've been to your house or left you a package, or I want to dance with you or bake with you, or all these other fun things, and that lets them know, and then they'll turn around and do the same thing for you. One of the most important things is the comment that is left, because if you say hi friend, or new fam here, or friend from TuberChat, or anything that hundreds of other people might be saying, your comment could get held for review by the YouTube algorithm, and you will almost certainly lose that connection. So you definitely don't want to. The other thing I should touch on, because I know there's a lot of other information out there, is that we do not wait to connect with anybody. There's no I'll return to you tomorrow, or 2 days from now, or 3 days from now, or any of that stuff. When I connect with people outside on YouTube, I go to them right that second. As soon as somebody says, hey TuberChat, I've been to your house, I go right there. I watch or run a video right that second, and I leave a comment instantly. Now, you're going to notice as well when I put channels on the screen today, like Carolina Diamond Productions, they are all subscribed. It is only 1 out of 1,000 that ever loses TuberChat, because I follow the procedure to a T every single day and have now for years before TuberChat even started. So, that's a very, very, very long speech. Forgive me for the introductions that I have missed coming into the chat. And if you had something that you meant for me to see that I missed, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Next up is Boyer Coffee Enterprises. I'll show you his main channel in a moment, which is Lenny the Lawyer Live. He always engages conversation in the chat, and has been a dear friend for a very long time, somebody who brings us a lot of conversation. Now, again, I don't want anybody to think that the intention here is to tell anybody what exactly they should or shouldn't do with their channels or on YouTube. That's not it at all. The idea is I just want to share with you my own experience, plus the things that we've all learned here together, so that we can discuss these things, share them together. You can add that information to what you already know and what you're going to continue to learn, and then you can make the best decision for your own channel and your journey on YouTube. Gail Southern Living, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve, it's good to have you here as well. Don Ray B wants me to talk about playlist swapping, which I will in a second. And again, forgive me for anybody I've missed in the chat. As long as you're still active, I will get around to everybody at some point. Mrs. VSNC09 and Woman Outdoors are here. They are members, so I'll add them to the wheel right away, but we're going to get to spinning the wheel soon enough. So, Boyer Coffee Enterprises, like I said, is Lenny the Lawyer Live. He brings us legal information more than anything else, and there's a big difference between legal advice and legal information, but Lenny the Lawyer Live is able to bring us lots of legal information, which we are all going to need at some point in our life. I am certain of it. Literally, almost every single human being is going to have to deal with some kind of legal situations in their life. So it's wonderful that we've got a friend. Lenny the Lawyer Live with Boyer Coffee Enterprises has been with us for a long time now. Just want to show you his main channel as well. He dropped a couple of super chats through the chat, as well as Carolina Diamond Productions dropped one, so we looked at those 2 channels right away. Spring Meadow Farm and Garden, good to have you here. Thank you for coming in. And Great Farmer Freelance is another fellow Canadian. Chris's Clever Craft is a very busy guy. The Gathering Within is another fellow Canadian. Pardon me just for a second. Great Farmer Freelance is a member, The Gathering Within. And I think I figured out why I have so much trouble typing. I use a couple of different computers, and I think my keyboard, while it looks like a full-size keyboard, is not the biggest one in the world. And for that reason, I end up hitting double keys sometimes. So if you're having trouble typing like I do, then it might be them, not you. So it's just an idea. And then Crocheting with Leanne, I think we've already got on the wheel. Yes, we do. So forgive my very extremely long speech there. This is Lenny the Lawyer Live again. More legal information here. I'm just going to take another video about your Easy Pass. We actually have something similar in Canada for our toll highways. I'm going to take that video, add it into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind, and we'd love to push Lenny the Lawyer Live a little bit farther. I'll let you find his other channels when you get to him. He's got a couple of them. My Smart Jewish Lawyer is one of those. And let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. But thank you, Carolina Diamond Productions. Thank you, Boyer Coffee Enterprises, for your super chats. I really do appreciate that. Earlier, House of X Entertainment Inc. dropped a highlighted milestone message through the chat, and that took over the Stream Boss position. That is the video game life meter you see under my camera there. and every Super Chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss, and the last person to knock them out takes over and gets a little bit of extra exposure. Corner Clubhouse, Cobalt66, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I am Betty J Gathers asked a question. Thank you, Scratch and PPA, for catching that. I am going to talk about playlists in a second. What if someone have great view numbers, however they have no comments, no interaction? How does that work? Is it negative for the creator? So the truth of the matter is, if all of that stuff is organic, if it's true engagement, if people are watching the video but just not commenting on it, YouTube will basically know that. The algorithm is smarter than we think it is, and even when I say that, it's smarter than we think it is, right? So it can get an idea of true engagement. If somebody, for instance, was out there gaining subscribers in ways that you know that I would never recommend, that can be detrimental because you will be hurting the averages for engagement out there. And we know there's lots of ways people can do many of those things. So I'm not sure if that's what you mean. Makeup Mom and Son is a member and a moderator here. But we always have to think about the averages on our channel. So actually that's a great chance for me to segue into the idea of swapping playlists, because there's some benefit there, and I'll talk about averages in your analytics. Peterson Farms of Nashville, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. They are on the road, so yes, be safe, and thank you for hanging out. So when we talk about the idea of swapping playlists, if anybody in the house is willing to do that, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. When I talk about what that is, it's a simple arrangement where you're agreeing to run a playlist of another creator's videos, and they're agreeing to run a playlist of your videos. So you can imagine that right away, getting lots of different creators to run a playlist of your videos is going to make your watch hours really stack up. But there's a couple of other big benefits, and the first one is that you're trading favors with somebody and you're getting a friendship started. That will make you start to favor your friends on YouTube and likely make them favor you as well. So when you think about the fact you might have 20 or 30 or 40 videos for somebody to watch today, that's great. But the idea is that you'll probably come out with another 50 videos this year, and they will watch most of them. So as you continue this trading favor, swapping playlists with more and more people, you have the chance to start these friendships, and you can imagine how your watch hours will grow exponentially. The other benefit is that when somebody's running an entire playlist of your videos, they're watching or running every video from beginning to end. Now that can bump up the averages in your analytics for average time viewed per video, or average percentage viewed per video, if that makes sense. So it's another great benefit. These are the reasons I push this stuff here on TuberChat. I don't interfere. Everybody's free to make those arrangements as you wish. We just facilitate and not even go that far. Lazy Acres Homestead, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Pretty pessimistic. Good to see you in the house. That's an interesting name. Good to have you here. Thank you for coming in. For anybody that is brand new, I hope you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I am Betty J Gathers, is a powerhouse of energy, positivity, and motivation. She's got a premiere coming up tomorrow early before TuberChat, and then as well she tries to motivate us mostly with healthy living, healthy eating, a lot of videos on intermittent fasting. Sometimes she brings us a haul video and things like that, as well as a lot of live streaming. She's an advocate for helping people connect, so you will likely meet lots more friends and family members when you're over there. We have probably gained hundreds of thumbs up just from the reminders that I am Betty J Gathers has shared. Thank you, Rambling with the Brums. I really do appreciate that extra support. We're looking at Great Farmer Freelance right now. These are both Canadians, as a matter of fact. I only put focus on that because I happen to be one myself. I'm close to Niagara Falls in Ontario, Canada. I'm going to finish my speech about the playlist in a quick second here. Rambling with the Brums will be the next channel that we look at, because they dropped that super chat on us. and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. Forgive me for anybody I've missed coming into the chat. Talk with Tori, good to see you here. As long as everybody's still active in the chat, we should get around to everybody. Nature Song Sounds for Sleeping, good to have you back. And Great Farmer Freelance is coming to us from the homesteading community of channels. We see a lot of very generous creators there. Now, Shane from Great Farmer Freelance does a morning live stream just about every single day, as a matter of fact. He has other panelists come up and a very engaged conversation. This creator has been able to build up an incredibly engaging live stream in a very short period of time. I'm very much impressed, if not amazed, at what Great Farmer Freelance has managed to accomplish in just a couple of short months. With 535 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. And of course, it's pure variety, anything you'd expect to be seeing from a gardening, farming, homesteading type channel. And there's Shane right there. So all three types of content. Now, when we talk about swapping playlists, again, and forgive me breaking up the speech, but I just wanted to clarify, you're only obligated to run the playlist, not necessarily sit and watch every single second of every video. Some creators have playlists that go for hours or, possibly a day or two. Some creators have playlists that go on for days. A lot of video gaming live streamers have playlists that can literally get weeks long. So you're only obligated to run the playlist, and you can chop up your channel into different sized playlists if you like. I actually recommend that for presentation for your viewers anyway, so that they can binge watch categories of content on your channel. And then if you need be, you can simply make some playlists called 5-hour playlist, 10-hour playlist, 20-hour playlist, put whatever you want in there, and that will be fine. But because you're only obligated to run the playlist, you can do it when you work, when you sleep, when you eat, when you go out, in another window on your computer or on another device. It makes it easy to do. And like I said, the other benefits are starting a friendship with another creator and pumping up the averages, because somebody running your playlist is running every video from beginning to end. And it's a great way to legitimately build up your watch hours, get a friendship started, and get some more watch hours along the way for that reason. Vermonster Grows, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in again. Let me get Rambling with the Brums up onto the screen, and I see that Boyer Coffee Enterprises has just sent something through as well. I learned recently that when you do a premiere, the number of people who watch in that first hour create velocity, which really boosts YT promoting you. It does seem that way. That's a great point, and I do want to recommend to everybody, if you're posting videos, to think about trying to premiere them, especially if you have more than 500 subscribers. Having less than 500 can see a small audience show up, and even I've run a premiere where either one person or nobody has been there. It's not the best feeling in the world, because up to that point you're kind of guessing at when you should be dropping your videos. Later on, YouTube gives us analytics that can tell you when your people are on and give you optimum times to stream, drop premieres or videos, but it's a bit of a guessing game in the beginning. But it's something that can help. So the idea behind a premiere, beyond and even before what Boyer Coffee Enterprises is talking about with the velocity that can come in afterwards, is the idea of, let's say you had a 10-minute video and you posted that video. Would you get more views in the first 10 minutes by premiering it, or by simply posting it? And almost always the answer is by premiering it. So premieres can be a great benefit to most channels most of the time. So again, I encourage anybody to experiment with those. Nancy Ogbabor TV, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And then Travels of Ethel the Van says they run playlists while they sleep, which is a great way to get that done. You certainly can. Rambling with the Brums is another fellow Canadian. He comes to us from the homesteading and farming and gardening communities of channels. This is another advocate for helping others grow. You'll meet more friends and family members when you're over there. Scott from Rambling with the Brums is a creator I've had a great time getting to know, and he brings a little bit of comedy and fun everywhere that he goes as well. He does a couple of series of live streams, and I haven't been catching these actually lately. Procrastination Thursdays and Fellowship Saturdays are becoming quite popular. I'm just going to take something else though. I'm going to take your Let's Start Smoking video, and I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. I'm going to let that run later, and that's just so I can catch up a little bit. I've missed your last couple of things. Faye Blatcher, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Rambling with the Brums brings us all three types of content with shorts, videos, and live streams. Is also known to collaborate with other creators. And when you catch him for one of his live streams, the conversation can go just about anywhere, but you will absolutely be encouraged to meet more friends and family members while you're there. And then thank you so much, Nature Song, Sounds for Sleeping. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by to give a thumbs up and say hello. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give a thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Boyer Coffee Enterprises dropped another super chat on us. Thank you for that extra support. I really do appreciate that. We looked at that channel earlier. Next up is a brand new channel here in TuberChat that came in yesterday, and they are our newest gold member. And what that means is that we're going to see that channel every single day now, starting in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, as well as their link will be dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Arsenic Outdoors is an easy channel to get to know because they've just got a couple of videos. I've been through one of them already. When we head over to the About page, it's obvious to see this is a brand new channel with 15 subscribers, and they say they love solo camping, cooking, and videography. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, and we'd love to give them a warm welcome into the TuberChat family. It looks like they've got their presentation. I don't think, I get the idea that this creator is not brand new to the game, even though it is a new channel. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Mr. Bones, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And thank you, Chartomi DeVio. Sometimes we can't get into these long speeches, you know, because I want to put as many channels on the screen as we can, but we've been at it for a couple of days this weekend already, and I haven't really addressed the ideas of the subscribers and the views and everything and the losses, but I do appreciate Boyer Coffee Enterprises, Lenny the Lawyer Live, for engaging conversation and bringing up the comment about the premieres too, because that's how we get into these discussions. When you have questions or comments that you want to share or ask here in TuberChat, we can discuss those things. I just come from the, you know, experience that I do have, and then we can discuss the things together here in the chat. Lots of other people have lots of different experiences, and then we can take what we learn and make the best decisions for our channels and videos, myself included. And Cabaret Gaming, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Arsenic Outdoors, and like I said, this creator will have their channel seen every single day, like I said, in those slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of the live stream, and their link will be dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Cabaret Gaming was streaming earlier today, so thank you for coming in. After that, Trish the Natural, I'm not sure if I put you on the wheel or welcomed you even, as a matter of fact. Let me double check. Trish the Natural is somebody who's here with us just about every single day. And right now we're going to actually look at 3 different creators. So Trish the Natural is getting added to the wheel. They happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as they get here, and then we'll get back to adding some more names from our chat list when we get the wheel work down to about 5 or 6 names. Palace Pouch Perfumes and Panning is here as well. I'm going to get Tracy and Phoebe onto the wheel. Tiffany Johnson, Lava Shark, good to see you here. They came over from Mark the Shark the other day. And then thank you so much, Boyer Coffee Enterprises. I really do appreciate the kind words. Palace Post Perfumes and Panning is on the wheel. House of X Entertainment Inc. is coming up. I need just a quick second. I'll be right back. Alright, House of X Entertainment Inc. actually consists of 2 monetized creators, and they have been friends with me for at least 2.5 years, maybe longer. They were 2 of the first creators I was introduced to in the small YouTuber community. If you can imagine, I've been on YouTube for about 5 years now, but it was only a couple years after that I was introduced to a few creators that were doing the kind of things we're doing. So I'll support you, you support me, and I thought it was really cool, and the generosity of these creators is what inspired TuberChat in the first place. House of X Entertainment Inc. and these 2 creators were so supportive of me in the beginning that, as a matter of fact, It's Me Wanston Yes Honey was the very first creator to ever come into a TuberChat live stream on our episode number 0, which was our test stream, and of course, Yo, it's your boy Leo was in there as well. But when we look at this channel, these 2 creators both have monetized channels of their own. Here's Yo, it's your boy Leo, It's Me Wanston Yes Honey, and some other familiar faces here. But this is their joint business channel. Now, they're fully monetized here as well, so there's lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And they put a lot of focus on other creators, so they have done a ton of interviews. I've been honored to be a part of that. They actually interviewed Kristen Walton and myself together, and then they put a lot of focus on promoting others, which is great to see. They both have channels of their own. It's Me Wanston Yes Honey tends to be very spiritual. He's done a lot of cooking videos lately more than anything else. Yo, it's your boy Leo is quite a gamer. They both get together on all 3 different channels and go out for outdoor live streaming and things like that. So I hope you'll connect with House of X Entertainment Inc. They have been with me from the beginning of TuberChat and before. And, you know, I'm really happy because our speeches now have turned from creators that are supporting for weeks at a time to months at a time, and now even getting into several years. So I hope you'll get that kind of support coming back to you after you connect with them. 1,300 subscribers right now. They're well on their way to 1,400. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Bayou Bengal 25, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Runneth over Garden and Life, I don't think I added you to the wheel yet either, right? So we'll get that done. The Gathering Within is another fellow Canadian. And that is Jennifer. She's got a very special type of channel because she brings uniqueness into a category that is already quite popular. Yes, procrastination does get more attention than YouTube does. It certainly does. First Floor Audio, good to see you in the house still. Forgive me if I didn't welcome you earlier. And Sharon Rowland, I know you've been here for a while as well. I gave some very long speeches at the beginning of today's TuberChat, and even for me, they were quite long. So forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I was just about to get Runneth over Garden and Life onto the wheel. And pardon me, my dear goodness. If anybody has the ability to share this stream out right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I will appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into TuberChat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days because of the algorithm and the engagement signals that are sent in there, as well as maybe even weeks ahead as a replay. And yeah, BioBengal25, never late. I absolutely appreciate every moment everybody can be there. John from Vermonster Grows has a small channel. You know, so we use the term small YouTubers or small channels just because it's been such a popular term for a very long time. But we all here, you know, everybody starts at zero, and we're all growing at different rates to different levels and things like that. We have newcomers coming into the system all the time. My wish is that we always take, you know, newer people that we see coming in, starting YouTube channels, by the hand and kind of guide them along so that it can be easier for them than it was for us. Just as, believe it or not, it's easier for us than it was for those who came before us. You can imagine what it was like starting a YouTube channel when nobody was watching. Now, there are so many eyeballs on YouTube. The last 2 years have really driven a lot more online activity. So we have some great opportunity here as well. All Things Jay, good to see you in the house. Thank you for that thumbs up. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. So the Gathering Within brings us relaxing content. And you might have seen other channels doing something similar, where they bring pleasing visuals, pleasing audio. Some channels will really mix those up. And that's what the Gathering Within does as well. Sometimes it's short form content, as you can see, and sometimes it's long form content. And they mix this up, but they also add in positive affirmations. So this channel can be used in a few different ways, I imagine. And one of those is you could literally throw a playlist on and have something playing while you're doing other things if you have to. I work on a computer. I've often got a few windows open while I'm able to do my regular work on the computer. That's an idea. Or something to sit and watch and listen to and really relax, almost meditate. And then the Gathering Within, because of the positive affirmations that come along with the content, this channel could be used as a positive start to anybody's day, or a positive pick-me-up at any point in the day if you needed that. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them. They've got 1,150 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,200 we know they're thinking about. King Ishmael 2002 YT, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And thank you very much, Lazy Acres Homestead, for the share on Facebook. I really do appreciate that. Anybody can reach out to me anytime. Sharon Rowland, I'll watch for your question if you want to ask it. There's Mr. Herobrine 15. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And anybody can reach out to me anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time. I love talking YouTube. It doesn't have to be questions, but it can be if there's something you think I can help with. Otherwise, I love hearing about lessons learned along the way, or things that people notice either here in TuberChat or outside. There you go. Chris's Clever Craft is definitely given some positivity to the Gathering Within there. Kaz Crafts and More is the wife of Thrill Seeks, Dave's Adventures. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. The Weightlifting Geek is here. They happen to be a member. They've got this weird glitch going on where they're able to have their name show up in green when they're on a computer, but not on a phone or something like that, which is really, really weird stuff, but that's okay. I'm going to get the Weightlifting Geek onto our Wheel of Doom. Runneth Over Garden and Life is coming up right now. We recently saw this channel featured here. Gathered Together Homestead, good to see you in the house. Zadram, thank you for still being here. I know it's been a while, so it's great to see you hanging out. Yeah, Mr. Herobrine 15, you very much probably will. You very much probably will pass TuberChat. We chug along I don't want to say slowly. I'm happy to have the subscribers that we get, but because this is a different kind of channel, yes, it would do much better if I would start to finally make some videos for TuberChat, some real tutorials. I've been talking about it for an embarrassingly long time. Eventually, I hope to do it. I just want to make sure they're really good videos when I get them done, really helpful, right? But Herobrine 15 is a channel that posts a lot of videos and a lot of potentially viral content. So you likely will pass TuberChat any moment now. TuberChat usually gets anywhere from 80 to 100 subscribers per month, but it has for a very long time. It's been going on for about a year and a half. And there's not very much that I can do other than making videos to make that move any faster. But the truth of the matter is we probably don't want it to, because the important thing about this particular stream or channel is that we want the right people to come in with the same mentality around generosity and giving much more than they expect to receive. That for sure is not going to be everybody, right? So it's an idea, but I'm glad to see Hero Brian 15 doing so well. And, hopefully you're doing okay then, or doing what you need to be okay, Zadram. And then Sharon Rowland. What do you have to do so people don't lose anything? So there's no way to prevent it completely. But the best ideas that I have for what we can do to prevent losing subscribers, likes, views, and watch time is to always be mindful of the idea we want to do as much for others as we possibly can. I only talk about minimums here. So when I say watch a video that it's at least 3 minutes long, it would be better if you watch a video that's 4, 5, 6, or 7 minutes long or even longer. Be better if you watch even more than one video. What I sometimes recommend is to watch a video in full, but also grab another couple of videos and put them in a watch later list or another playlist that you could just run at night. That shows YouTube that you cared so much about this creator's content that you already went back for another couple of videos within a few hours. So that can really help. The comment that is left is very important for a couple of reasons. Number one, you don't want to get held in the YouTube spam filters and get your comment held for review. Number two, if you want to be noticed on YouTube, do noticeable things. If you want your comment to get noticed, leave a noticeable content if that comment if that makes sense. The other thing too is it can be an example for others. We all get excited when somebody leaves a paragraph on our channel. Now hopefully it's always positive, but we know there's a little bit of negative that comes along with positive. But wouldn't it be wonderful if everybody, if every video you put out there would get like 100 paragraph comments? Your stuff would just fly. So if we're mindful of that, the idea is you go out, you do that for other people. You know that not everybody's going to do that for you, but the people who are willing or can do that for you are going to, once you finally get to them, by spreading that kind of generosity, and I really believe that mentality, you will draw that back into your channel. I'm convinced of it. We see it all the time. Hilda DC's in the house, another very much loved and well-respected creator. So again, most of the people that come through TuberChat and stay will do most of what we're talking about most of the time. That's the best we can bet for. My recommendation to anybody that's fairly new to TuberChat, if you haven't been here many times, most of the people who have been here many times, our members, our moderators, and things like that, will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat probably for weeks, maybe even months, until they can make a judgment call by the way you interact with everybody here, to make a judgment call as to whether you might be a loyal and dedicated supporter before they will connect with you. So my recommendation is always to make the first move. You reach out to other creators, you offer to connect with them first, do all the things we need, watching a video, leaving a comment, like, and subscribe and turn the bell on, then come back, let them know that you've done all of that stuff for them, and then they will turn around and do the same thing for you. So that's an idea. Kevin Fishes, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by to say hello. So I really do appreciate that. Kevin Fishes has been a friend of TuberChat for a while now. Sally Efemina, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Runneth Over Garden and Life was just featured on TuberChat. They are a family out of Texas. Their channel is about everyday living, gardening, DIYs, crafts, recipes, and other shenanigans. So there is variety on this channel, but it's another that comes to us from what I used to keep categorizing as homesteading channels. But we have a lot of homesteading, farming, gardening, and outdoor activities like fishing and camping and cooking and all kinds of different stuff. I find a lot of very generous creators in these categories, and I think it's just nature to be teaching each other, helping each other, sharing information, sharing resources, and things like that. This is where a lot of seed swaps come from, which I'm really happy to see with a lot of creators. As a matter of fact, Kristen and I were given a tomato and a basil plant from our friends Hope Bus, who are just about 20 minutes away. We went to go visit them a couple of weeks ago, and it's that kind of generosity in people. It's one thing to talk about things, you know, constantly try to motivate each other, you know, but Hope Bus was, you know, the kind of creators to reach out and say, here, take this, we want to see you do this, you know, kind of thing, which was really, really cool. So I really do appreciate that, but we see that kind of generosity in creators like this. So I hope you'll connect with Runneth Over Garden and Life. They've just crossed 600 subscribers. I'm hoping we can get them a few extras to keep that locked in, and then start moving them towards the 700 that they're thinking about. Crocheting with Leanne is coming up right now. Now, this is a creator who had originally started a YouTube channel, now has another. So when I look for Crocheting with Leanne, you'll see two of these channels come up. It can be the slightest bit confusing because you recognize the creator. But what we want to do is match the avatar. She's got her pink hat here, and this with 298 subscribers, she's soon going to cross 300 and get on to 400 and things like that. We'll start to be able to know that's the bigger channel. But for now, you can match that avatar. Just make sure you're looking at this banner, these videos, and you'll know you've got the right creator. And First Floor Audio, you're absolutely right. The Bright family, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Crocheting with Leanne has 298 subscribers right now, like I was saying. I'm hoping we can get them actually up and over the 300 that they're thinking about right now. And obviously she is sharing all kinds of crocheting. I'm still learning about this stuff, but scarves, shawls, blankets, ponchos, and graphgans, as well as writing patterns, poncho, shawls, and blanket patterns, which is really, really cool. I think you just changed that line. Am I mistaken? But that's okay. Crocheting with Leanne is somebody who's already shown to be a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in TuberChat for a couple of months now, and I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them. So again, if anybody's willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Richard and Kathy are in the house. Rich Cat Ranch. I just want to prove to you I actually watched one of your videos. Rich Cat Ranch did an incredible job with an introduction video for their channel. Kathy is very soft-spoken, but with a very pleasing and rich voice. So she did an incredible introduction, and they have footage running along while she introduces. I think that that channel's introduction video can be used as an example here in the TuberChat family that people can take inspiration from. So I hope you'll connect with them, but I just wanted to point that out because I did happen to notice that. I was looking forward to seeing what that was, and it was a great, great introduction. So, as well, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up when I'm on a phone from time to time. The opposite of soft-spoken at times, yes. I'm sure, Kathy, but it was a great introduction. There's a lot of things on point there. You know, one thing we never talk about here in TuberChat, which is almost surprising because I used to be an audio professional, is that audio is known to be half of video. So sometimes people will start watching a video and they will just leave if they can't hear it. A great example is outdoor live streaming, and I've done a lot of that stuff. And, you know, people just take off. They're like, I can't hear you, just I'm leaving. The wind is too bad and everything else. And you can't blame people for that. Why would somebody want to watch something that's annoying to listen to, right? But when you can put good audio with a good or great video, then you have some real magic there. But anyway, so again, Rich Cat Ranch did a great job. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. Helps get a couple more people into TuberChat right now. And because of the engagement signal sent into the algorithm, could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther right now, and in the coming days and possibly even weeks ahead as a replay. So I'll appreciate that greatly also. Thank you, Cabaret Gaming. The I Believe podcast. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. Pardon me. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Yeah, Spring Meadow Farm and Garden, the Crocheting with Leanne channel that you want to connect with is the one here where she's wearing the pink hat. Just make sure you're matching the avatar. She's just about to cross 300 subscribers. Hopefully we'll get her there. So we're going to go on break for a few minutes here. I see Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More has come in. He's a member and a moderator. I'll get him onto the wheel in a second. And when we get back, we're going to look at Annabelle TV. Michael's Adventures is joking in the chat saying, hey, Kevin, you took a break earlier. You know what's funny? I forgot that I did that, as a matter of fact. But I usually do halfway through the stream. Sometimes I get up. Sometimes I don't. This time I didn't, but usually I do. At the beginning of the stream today, within like the first couple of moments, I took a break again. But that was just to take care of something quickly. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you are spending. We still got a long way to go. Hendrickson Family Farm, thank you for hanging out. And Jamie Hart is in the house as well. I actually went through their channel the other day, and they did a video, and it was called Straight Up Karaoke Cover, if I remember the title right. But I started watching it, and it's a Paula Abdul cover. And that was one of my favorite records from the end of the 80s. And I was happy to hear that. So, interesting stuff. I hope everybody will connect with Jamie Hart, as well as Sam's Vlogs Trains and More, like I said, as a member and a moderator. Hilda DC is hoping not to miss her chance to be famous. So we will see if we can make that happen soon enough. Annabelle TV is up right now. Now, I'm going to try to move faster through channels. I've been given some very long speeches today. But we'll try to move faster for the rest of the stream. We're in the second half now. We still got well over an hour to go. And then Wolfsbear Productions has a premiere for us. And so we'll go and raid that. It is their 200th video. So that will be interesting to see. And you'll be able to meet more friends and family members when we're over there in their live chat as well. This is Annabelle TV. She does a lot of variety on her channel. She's actually considerate about the idea of bringing different content to her audience. A lot of what she had been doing lately was kind of challenges based around food reviews. But she's mixed up some of that as well. And you see here a lottery ticket scratching video, a gardening update, and now we've got another What's in Your Pantry challenge coming up. I've set my notification for that. Hopefully everybody will connect with Annabelle TV. She's here with us just about every single day and has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a while now. Homestead Where You Are just dropped a super chat on us, so I'm going to put that channel up right away. Thank you for that. They've done that many times. And the name of this channel I find interesting because if you think about it just for a second, you will find that the channel is exactly what the name is kind of describing to you. The idea is that you can participate in homesteading or farming or gardening activities wherever you are, not necessarily needing to have hundreds of acres of property and, you know, a huge ranch and all this other stuff. So it's really, really cool because Homestead Where You Are wants to help motivate and educate in different things that we can do. When I talk about the idea, some friends recently gave us a couple of plants that Kristen is thankfully looking after. You know, this is the kind of thing that Homestead Where You Are wants to encourage us for as well. They've got a lot of videos here that you might describe as a do-it-yourself video as opposed to a here's how we do it video and then you can follow along, which is probably a better way of describing some of these things. But hopefully everybody will connect with Homestead Where You Are. With 538 subscribers, we're happy to see that they did get their community tab to pop up, which is great. And we're looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with that. They have got some live streams happening as well. So I'm hoping I can catch one of these soon enough. And then a lot of featured channels on the top of their page. So next up is going to be the Bud Files, and I see that the Weightlifting Geek just dropped a highlighted milestone message through the chat. Those highlighted milestone messages are something that looks like a super chat, but it flies through the chat in the color green for the members, and it's something that's added as a benefit to everybody who is a member on any channel where those are enabled, and you get one of those at no extra cost or for free essentially once a month. So the Weightlifting Geek just took over the stream boss position, and that is the video game life meter under my camera right there. And every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The last person knocks them out and gets some extra exposure for a while, as you will see. And it's interesting to note for the members that are here in TuberChat, because we have quite a few now, that those highlighted milestone messages are counting towards that Stream Boss position. So the Bud Files is up here right now, and they are an interesting channel. The way they describe what they do is interesting. Modern day archaeologists. They uncover history and digitally preserve it. They go to ghost towns, abandoned places, and graveyards. See, they did a great job on their About page. You'll notice lately I've been going to a few channels' About pages just to get a better description, because they're going to describe in one or two sentences what I'm going to try to figure out over 3, 4, 5, 6 videos, right? But the Bud Files has been with TuberChat for quite some time now. So generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. They have crossed 500 subscribers as well. You see them at 510 right now. And I'm hoping that we can push them a little bit farther. That means that any day now we're going to have their community tab pop up. I'm just going to take your latest premiere coming up tomorrow and add that into my notifications. I put my reminder on. And then as well, I'm going to take this fireworks video and I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up and make sure I don't fall behind. Pretty pessimistic. Thank you so much for the membership. And because of that, I always add members onto the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. So I'm going to add your channel onto our wheel right now. After we get the wheel down to about 5 or 6 names, I will be adding names from our chat list. Pretty Pessimistic is now a member. Some of you might have noticed that the colors of the badges all changed. YouTube changed a couple of things with memberships the other day. They changed the colors of all of their own internal badges, so I changed all the TuberChat ones to match. Not that it matters, it's a little thing, but it's something to notice for those of you who are either monetized or thinking about monetization. That is something that you'll end up needing to think about. So Hilda DC is coming up right now, and hopefully she's not missing her chance to be famous. Otherwise, Woody and Wendy are going to be on the case. I'll leave it to you to head to her channel and figure out what on earth Woody and Wendy are. And I see that she has got tonight, 4th of July weekend live stream coming up. So I had my notification already set. I put it back on. I'm hoping I'm going to catch that tonight then. Hilda DC is a very much loved and well-respected creator. She's here with TuberChat in our moderator squad. And see, why is that premiere not here on your front page, or that live stream? That's a weird thing, right? Unless, Hilda, an idea is to put that section at the top of your front page for upcoming live streams, and then it will pop up here at the top. But it's weird that it's not there right now. Low Red and Bunny Tracks, good to see you in the house. That's a second channel from TWT TV. Longtime friends of TuberChat. It's good to have you here. And let me see what I can do about the chat. I am way behind. Facing Reality, good to see you here. Yeah, I'm way behind in the chat. If anybody's mentioned anything that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. USA Scratchers, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. So Hilda DC does a lot of mukbang style challenges and food reviews more than anything else, but there's a lot of variety on this channel. She's been at this a long time. She posts almost every single day. She always has a lively audience in her premieres and live streams. She also brings us shorts, so all 3 types of content on this channel, and she is one of the most positive and motivating creators that I've seen. And when you get to her channel, you will notice this in her content. There are positive affirmations that run through the content in special effects. The host herself puts these out, and she's even got Nightbot in the chat keeping on top of it as well. So you'll definitely feel positive. All of our moderators have channels of their own. They've all been dear friends of mine for a very long time. They're all dear friends of each other, and they will all allow and encourage everybody to meet more friends and family members for your own channel when you're over there visiting them for a premiere live stream. As you can see, Hilda, of course, is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. once in a while you'll notice a channel that doesn't have a sub count on it. That feature is going away any day now. They will soon be forcing all channels to display their subscriber numbers. So I don't think it's very important, to be honest with you. It's just a personal decision whether you want to have your sub count up until now shown or not. I find with the small experimentation that I've done that when we're doing the things we're doing here in TuberChat, it seems to help to have the number displayed, but I could be wrong about that. That's just what I observed. There's really no way to put any solid proof behind that. So it doesn't matter. It's going away anyway. Emotion right now has 2.8K. Now, 2,800 subscribers means that soon he's going to be officially on the road to 3K. Now, this is a talented singer and songwriter who is here as a moderator and a gold member. Emotion actually did an incredibly generous thing the other day. On Friday, he gifted 5 memberships here in TuberChat. And gifting memberships is a really cool new feature that came over from basically Twitch. They took the same idea that they have over there. And if you are a member on a channel, you get the opportunity to gift memberships to other people. So what happens is Emotion purchases 5 one-month memberships here, and then YouTube distributes those somewhat randomly among some of the most active followers here in the TuberChat family, if that makes sense. But anyway, that's a really cool thing to have seen done. He did it within the first 10 or 15 minutes of the stream the other day. So if you wanted to go back and watch that replay, that would be episode number 426. You'll be able to see what that looks like. So Emotion is here, like I said, as a talented singer and songwriter. He's got an official artist channel. You can see the music note right there. Fully monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when you get there. He also happens to be a gold member, so we see his channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, as well as his link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. There's Flaw One. I was talking about his channel just for a brief second earlier today. I've been connected to him for probably 2.5 years. Emotion fills out his channel with his original works in the form of music videos, as well as compilations, both in the form of premieres and live streams, and he rounds out the channel with a lot of shorts and reaction videos as well. When we get over to Writing with Emotion New Soul, we see a channel that brings us a behind-the-scenes look at the music featured on Emotion and created by that creator. Now we get a behind-the-scenes look both at the man behind the music and how the music is made, which is really cool. And this channel is also rounded out with shorts and live streams and a few compilations. So Writing with Emotion New Soul now has 722 subscribers, but I'm hoping everybody will connect with them and we'll push them towards the 800 they're thinking about. James 615 is in the house. It's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And the Gaming Ham is coming up right now. This is an interesting name for a channel because this creator brings us a lot of video gameplay and is also an advocate for the ham radio community. Therefore, the name The Gaming Ham makes sense. And you might even find them talking ham radio while mixing up their gameplay. So if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists in the chat, you can simply say, I'm willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And the Gaming Ham is up here right now. They do a ton of live streaming. I'm just going to take another Marvel's Adventures. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and I'm going to let that run within the next 24 hours. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So like I said, I'm going to move a little bit faster through channels now. The Gaming Ham has 206 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that we know that they're thinking about. Woman Outdoors is coming up. This channel was recently featured here on TuberChat. They come to us from Pennsylvania, and they bring us a lot of outdoor activities. But the interesting thing about being that far north in the United States is they get all 4 seasons to show us. I find that fascinating because I think we have a lot to learn from this creator. Oh, I missed this chilling by the fire, but they changed the thumbnail on that, it looks like. And I'm hoping I can catch another one of these. Woman Outdoors brings us for a lot of outdoor activity, especially camping, but including outdoor cooking, fishing, and other bushcraft activities as well. Now, this particular creator brings us shorts, videos, and streams, but when I talk about the idea of 4 seasons, gives you an idea of how they're going to deal with these outdoor activities, both in the cold and in the heat, both with the snow and with the rain. So really, really cool concept for a lot of the different things that they're able to do, and they take us on their travels with us to show us the different places that they're going. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter since finding TuberChat, and Woman Outdoors is here with us just about every single day. Yeah, I know, Michael's Adventure. So yeah, the problem is we were talking about that the other day, and I did let them go to 3 hours a couple of months ago, but my voice can't take it. By the time we get around to Monday, I'm just not able to handle it, and that's with doing the things I try to do to look after the voice. The problem with me, you don't need to, when you're live streaming, talk the way I do. You don't have to never stop talking. You don't have to speak at a high volume and things like that. It's just something that naturally happens. For me, I just talk a mile a minute. I know that's the case. It runs on endlessly, but that's just not just here. That's everywhere. When we're done with TuberChat, Kristen's got to listen to me go on about it for another hour every day about all the different things that go on. And I talk about YouTube all the time. I'm just excited about this stuff, right? But we'll see. Michael's Adventures for a long time talked about the idea of having a TuberChat marathon. I don't know how I could get through that, but I wonder if it might be an idea for one day. If I could pre-record some things, that might be able to help, and maybe that will be an idea as well. So we'll see. The Weightlifting Geek is up here right now. This creator wants to motivate us with fitness more than anything else. They're bringing us shorts, videos, and streams. What you'll find is a lot of vlogging on this channel, and while they bring us different entertaining ideas and stories, they also have a lot of positivity and motivation to share during all of these. And thank you. Yes, Lazy Days Ahead. I don't have any Tim Hortons beside me right this second, but I do almost every day. Actually, I might go for a coffee afterwards. Lazy Days Ahead. Thank you for that super chat. Jesse is known as the Mod Father. Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa. And they are actually one of the channels that inspired me to start featuring channels again, because we took a break from that for a couple of months. So we're going to get that channel up on the screen next. The Weightlifting Geek also brings us a second channel, the Geek Griller ASMR. We all know that ASMR is a huge category here on YouTube, has been for a long time. So it's going to be interesting to see the different things that they come up with. A lot of people will enjoy the thumbnails that I'm sure are going to come along with a lot of grilling videos. So next up, Lazy Days Ahead. Thank you for that super chat. For that reason, we're putting them up right away. The Weightlifting Geek recently took over the stream boss position, but Lazy Days Ahead has knocked out most of the life from our stream boss, which is interesting. Lazy Days Ahead also, I noticed Jesse on a lot of other StreamYard panels, so that is a really generous thing that you can do as well. I know it's fun. I hop in on panels here and there. I mean to do a lot more of it. I haven't been doing a lot lately, but when you share content in that way, when you join somebody else on their channel, first of all, it's great exposure for you, but secondly, you are changing the dynamic of the content on that channel. and the conversations that are had between creators can be great. Jesse tends to be fun, as well as has built up a great reputation as a moderator on a lot of different channels. That's why he's known now as the Mod Father. But actually, Jesse and Lisa did their first live stream a little while ago. I think it was for their 500th subscriber, which was 500 subscribers, which was really cool because they were doing giveaways and things like that as well. They had a bunch of stuff, actually. Now, I'm just going to take your latest mail call video. I'm just going to add this into my catch-up list and see what you got going on here. And which was the video? It's this, the jelly... Jam It Up June. You got to see, if anybody hasn't already connected with these creators, I would recommend watching this video because the intro on this is incredible. This Jam It Up June video. 765 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that they're thinking about. And of course, all three types of content now with shorts, videos, and hopefully a lot more live streams to come. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. But Jesse and Lisa, thank you again for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. We will actually, you know what? I'm going to guarantee that we're going to go out. I'm probably going to go and get coffees or some kind of another treat from Tim Hortons. They have these things called ice caps, and I don't want to admit to Michael's Adventures I'm going to drink one of those things, but I might, because there's no healthy aspect to that thing at all. But they're it's almost like a coffee slushy is what you might think about it, but they are unbelievably delicious. It's probably full of all kinds of like cups of sugar and everything else. It's just glorious. So Kristen and Kira and I might get something from Tim Hortons soon, but thank you for that. And Scratch and PPA is up right now. This creator is one of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube. Another creator that is also a moderator on dozens and probably hundreds of channels by now. Scratch and PPA, to my knowledge, has not missed a TuberChat live stream, with the exception of one, ever since finding us about 2 years ago. And the only reason he missed the one that I know of is because he was getting his internet fixed that day. Now, not everybody could be here every single day, and certainly not for 2.5 hours every time I stream. Of course not. I appreciate every moment everybody can spend. But I get messages here in TuberChat like that on the comment section and even on the other social networks that say, hey, Kevin and Pete, because he's so much of a shining jewel in the TuberChat family. Now, Scratch and PPA has an interactive series of videos, and you get the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. Now, I think there's inspiration that can be taken from the way that Scratch and PPA has married in those outside social networks to build fun and interactivity into his video series here on YouTube. He put a lot of focus on presentation before even starting his channel. He did a few videos, 3 or 4 videos right before he started the Scratch Challenge, but you will see consistency right from the very first one all the way through to today, including the banner and avatar. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is placing orders from the UK for a frap and a donut. It'll take a while to get there. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More will get you those, but it might take about 6 weeks to arrive in the UK. Don't hold your breath. And Scratch and PPA is getting close to 1,200 subscribers. Scratch and PPA will be very well versed in Tim Hortons, I'm sure, being another fellow Canadian, only about an hour and a half away from us, actually. And Free Handling Mayday, you, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Pardon me. Yeah, Pete's editing is something I don't talk enough about, and I haven't for the longest time. Travels of Ethel the Van. The editing that Scratch and PPA had done was something that I think everybody was overwhelmed with, even in his first video over a year and a half ago. I think it was over a year and it's about a year and a half ago, right? And The other thing that we should talk about with this particular creator, if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. But if you find yourself with time to run a playlist this week, Scratch and PPA will swap with you, of course. If you just want to run a playlist, then he's got one here called All Scratch and Pete. It should take 16 or 17 hours to get through, and we will all consider it a favor if anybody will do that. There's a glitch here whenever you put a feature in or a video in your featured section that the notification comes off even though it's on here. He premieres every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern without fail and with perfect consistency. And if you can join us for one of these premieres, you will find a chat that rolls faster than TuberChat, faster than most you've ever seen, because of the overwhelming support that he gives to others all week long. It all comes back in a rush and flood of support between 10 and 15 minutes during those premieres. I hope you will join us. There are literally some of us creators that will send messages to each other and have alarms on our phones to make sure that we don't miss Scratch and PPA's premieres every Tuesday. MultiHunter247, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Frasball Collects is here with 718 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that they're thinking about. And we still got a while to go, another almost a little bit more than 45 minutes, and then Wolfsbear Productions has a premiere for us. I'll leave this live stream running right up until the time that starts, so you can clean up your connections here, and you will be able to meet more friends and family members when we're over there with Wolfsbear Productions. Derek's Journey has just come in. We're going to get this creator onto the screen as well because they happen to be a member. Frasball Collects brings us an interesting consistency in their videos. They bring us one particular type of video consistently, and they do a great job with it. So they bring us numismatic collectible coins and precious metals. And you may have seen this kind of thing in all of our different countries. These types of things are sold, and we see them often. They could be used as heirlooms or possibly investments and things like that. Certainly don't take financial advice from me, but we can look to Frasball Collects to educate us on what these coins include and the significance of them. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Like I said, we'd love to push them towards 800 subscribers. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter ever since finding TuberChat many months ago. So let's spin the wheel. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. I haven't been mentioning it very much today, and you can see even here in TuberChat, whether I mention it, 3 times or 10 times during a live stream, how much they help. So we're doing well. We're at 83 right now, but that leaves us at a questionable point as to whether we're actually going to make 100 by the time we finish the stream in another 45 minutes. But again, even if you think you have, just please double check. If you haven't already given that thumbs up, I'll appreciate it. When we look at Chris's Clever Craft, we see that the front page has a lot of featured channels, and it's great to see the generosity in this creator promoting others. There's TWTTV right there. They're in the chat as Lil Red and Bunny Tracks. When we head down to the bottom of the page, you'll see 3 more channels from Chris's Clever Craft. 2 of these are gaming channels, and an extra one where I expect some polarizing content as well. Derek's Journey, thank you for sending that highlighted milestone message through the chat, and you've knocked a little bit of life off of our stream boss again. And it's interesting to know that those messages count against that stream boss position. Derek's Journey's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time, and those highlighted milestone messages are something that's available to all members once a month, basically for free or included in your membership on any channel where you are a member and they are enabled. So thank you for that. And yeah, super chat coming in right after, just to make sure that Derek's Journey snipes that stream boss position. And every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. And as you're going to see in a second here, if it works properly, Derek's Journey is going to get a bit of exposure as an extra for that activity right there as well. Hopefully Bautissimo's on the case, and we'll drop a link for him also. So thank you for that. And oh, there you go. Free Handling Made AU says that they redesigned their front page based on inspiration from Chris's Clever Craft, and they find it to be helpful, which is great. So Chris's Clever Craft right now is he's got an interesting property, and he brings us for a look around both indoors and outdoors. This particular creator brings fun everywhere he goes, both here in TuberChat and outside. When I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into him constantly. Kaiser Gaming YT is one of the 2 gaming channels from this creator. There's Phasmanut coming in as well, and he's got another one called Tip the Table. They can all be found on his front page. But here he brings us variety, and like I said, indoors and outdoors, sometimes for a story to be told, sometimes for a look around, a lot of do-it-yourself videos, and he's even been known to expand into shout-out videos and other variety like product reviews and unboxings. As well, he does well with series of videos. He did an interesting barter not too long ago, trading some work for a car, and we followed that series as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Chris's Clever Craft. And like I said, that feature that allows everybody to display or not display their sub counts is going to go away pretty soon. It's me, Alec. Thank you for being here again. Good to see you in the house. They do a lot of live streaming, sometimes multiple times a day. Derek's Journey wants to motivate us with fitness more than anything else. They just dropped a super chat on us, so we put that channel up on the screen right away. We'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. Armstrong Adventures is in the house, and they're a member, so I'll put them on the wheel right away. When we get a few more names down, I'll start adding names from our chat list. Derek's Journey right now has 1,440 subscribers or so. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,500 that they're thinking about. And what you'll find on this channel is a lot more featured channels on the front page promoting others. And then when we get into their videos, we can see that this channel is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. And now they're bringing out another energy drink. They brought out Rain. Now they're bringing out Bang. I forget which one is which. I think Rain belongs to Monster, if that's right. Here in Canada, it's distributed by Coca-Cola, but I think it is anyway. But Bang is another competitor as well. I'm just going to take that video, put it in my catch-up list. Now, most often, Derek's Journey wants to motivate us with fitness. This creator does a great job of setting up challenges and getting other creators involved as well. And you see some of their challenges in other creators. I forget who we looked at yesterday that had a video on their front page of one of Derek's Journey's challenges. But so more often than not, they want to motivate us with fitness, but they also bring us for adventures with the family. They can do product reviews, or they can take us to different destinations. So it's great that we get a look at this creator and their family life behind the channel as well. Once again, they dropped a super chat on us. Thank you for that. And I see that they've taken over the stream boss position. Again, that's right under my camera there, the video game life meter. Ace Flaw One was on Mark the Shark. I've got his hat right here. I'm not wearing it today. I don't wear hats all the time, but I did for a couple of days in a row because Mark the Shark sent that beautiful hat over. Sam's Logs Trains and More is here as a member and a moderator. He has been for a very long time. He's a dear friend, an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And all of our moderators here are dear friends of mine. They have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other, and they all will allow and encourage you to meet more friends and family members on their channels when you get there. When we talk about Sam's Logs Trains and More, sometimes he does a live stream just to let people connect the same way that we do here in TuberChat as well. There's a lot of train videos here, and those can be indoors or outdoors. Sometimes he's giving us a look at a train, sometimes it's a station, sometimes he's taking a ride or showing us how to save money on our train tickets, which is really cool. But there's a lot more variety here, a lot lot of live streaming, including game nights, Q&As, as well as some product reviews and unboxing videos as well. So I'm just going to take another video, Sam, because I know last week I was behind again. I'm just going to take something else, put it in my catch-up list here. And he's a six-year veteran of YouTube. So I'm hoping everybody will enjoy connecting with him. We'd love to push him towards the 1,600 subscribers that Sam Swags Trains and More is thinking about. And of course, he's fully monetized with a lot of super chats and memberships available to support him with when we get over to his channel. A brand new channel in the chat today is pretty pessimistic, and they've already grabbed a membership. I really do appreciate that extra generosity, and we're going to look at that channel right now. Being a member on TuberChat means that you get added onto the wheel as soon as I see you in the chat every day that you're here. So let's see what they've got going on this channel. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your videos. I'm going to take this second one, and I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. When I'm spinning the wheel, we're going to get to Trish the Natural next, but it's time for me to get a brand new channel, or it's time for me to get some channels from our chat list onto the screen as well. I'm pretty pessimistic. I'm looking forward to seeing your content and getting to know your channel. The idea, of course, behind putting channels on the screen here is that more and more I get to know your channel better. Eventually I get to know the content even better, and then if we connect on the outside social networks, I get to know the creators and the stories get better, and I can promote you better every time you're here. Anybody can reach out to me anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time. And I love talking YouTube. It doesn't have to be questions, but it can be if there's something you think I can help with. But I love hearing stories of lessons learned along the way or other things noticed both inside and outside of TuberChat out in the YouTube streets. The Stock Explorers in the house, and I'm just going to add them onto our wheel because they happen to be a member. And I'm just going to as well see what I can do about adding names onto our wheel from our chat list. I'm going to have to see if a couple people are still here. Zadram is hopefully still here. Yes, I see them actually right there. And pardon me while I just clumsily look at this. We're looking at Trish the Natural right now. This creator wants to bring us some variety on their channel, but they bring us a lot of videos that have to do with especially hair care, but beauty and some other lifestyle videos as well. Sorry, I didn't mean to put Zadram up there. Give me a quick second here. I meant to add Zadram onto the wheel. Trish the Natural right now has 361 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. Most of the videos lately, like I said, are revolving around hair care, but there's other beauty videos here as well. Don Ray B is hopefully still with us, and I'll get them onto the wheel. And then Lonnie Songs and Other Things has just dropped a super chat on us, so I'll make that the next channel that we look at. Trish the Natural, I'm just going to head to your About page. Various natural hair, beauty, and lifestyle topics. Natural hair enthusiast. And they created the channel because they love hair, styling hair, trying different products and techniques, as well as keeping it healthy. So they're sharing their knowledge with us, and I know a lot of people can benefit from that. So next up is Lonnie Songs and Other Things, and I did just spin the wheel. We'll see what Lonnie Songs and Other Things has got going on. They've been doing a lot of live streaming lately. And Rambling with the Brums, another fellow Canadian, will be up next. That will be Scott. And when we look at Lonnie Songs and Other Things, you can see they're streaming almost every single day for hours at a time. Now, they've got all three types of content, including video, shorts, and live streams. And there could just about be anything going on this channel. I've joined them for a couple of live streams. Sometimes they're just talking. Sometimes there's literally music happening. Lonnie Songs and Other Things is singing a lot of the time. Crescent Art Designs is in the house from Toronto. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Another fellow Canadian. And I'm going to try to move a little bit faster through channels now because we want to get as many on as we can within the next half hour or so, and then Wolf's Bear Productions has a premiere for us. I will leave TuberChat running right up until the moment that premiere begins, so you can clean up your connections here, and then we'll be able to meet more friends and family members while we're over there as well. Rambling with the Brums is coming up. Oh, actually, we looked at this channel earlier, didn't we? Yes, we did. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. 99 likes. Yeah, the Stock Explorer. I know it's different on everybody's different counter. Mine says 99 right now. But yes, thank you everybody, because I did put some focus on that a while ago. I haven't mentioned it a lot today. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. Makeup Mom and Son is up right now. She's got two channels for us to look at, and pardon me just for 1 second, I'll be right back. This is a really cool thumbnail on the latest video. That's Kaden, so that's Makeup Mom and Son and her son. So she did a Roblox live stream here on her main channel, but she's also got a channel set up for Kaden. It's called Kaden Plays It. I'll show you it after. She recently updated her banner. Now, Michelle behind Makeup Mom and Son is a dear friend. She has been for a long time. Oh, and there's Kaden Plays It. They got 100 views on that channel, yeah, or on that video, which is really, really cool. There's Kaden Plays It in the chat right now. We'll look at that channel in a second. I'm just going to take another video from Makeup Mom and Son. Now, she does a lot of makeup videos, and sometimes that can involve even a live stream where it's kind of like a get ready with me. She tends to do a lot of casual chit-chat and has other creators jump in on panel with her. You'll notice a lot of our moderators together, actually. They're all dear friends of each other. She does a lot of product reviews and unboxings, and that can range anywhere from beauty products to just about anything. A lot of food reviews and challenge type videos and things like this, and a lot of live streaming. So like I said, she'll have people join her on panels. She joins on other people's panels, and she's got an interview series, pardon me, that has gone on for a while. There's the How-To Lady. Here is as well Unstable TV, and I've been honored to be a part of that as well. You'll see a lot of familiar faces in that series, where she's interviewed a lot of different YouTubers, some you recognize from TuberChat, and many that you'll be introduced to for the first time. So I hope you'll follow Makeup Mom and Son. Like I said, she's a very much loved and well-respected creator, fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then when we look at Kaden Plays It, we see a second channel that's set up for Makeup Mom and Son's son. So I misspelled the name. If I spell it properly, it'll come up. There it is, Kaden Plays It. And they've got 32 subscribers right now. So that was the creator that you saw with Makeup Mom and Son. Here's Kaden right here in the thumbnail that we looked at where they were together. It's great news on that Roblox video that you got almost 100 views already. You probably have it by now. And that's good stuff. So hopefully we're going to see some more videos from Kaden Plays It soon. They're obviously bringing us shorts already. And we want to encourage this young creator. With 32 subscribers right now, we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 35 or even 40 that they're going to be thinking about soon enough. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll see what's coming up with Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning. This is Tracy and Phoebe, and they bring us more beauty products. They do product reviews, unboxings. Sometimes they give us a list or a comparison. And they're bringing us all 3 types of content as well, in shorts, videos, and live streams. There's Phoebe right there. Tracy is out in some of the older thumbnails. Let's see if we can, there she is. And like I said, shorts, videos, live streams. They've got featured channels on their front page. And this is an interesting series that they've got going on, 50 Shades of Friends, where they're doing different kinds of looks. And I didn't notice this on the thumbnail yesterday or the day before, but that's a cool, that's the thing from the door on Friends. One of my favorite records that I actually picked up within the last year, I forget when I got it last year, I think it was a gift, was the Friends soundtrack. I still collect vinyl records, and the soundtrack for that show is like unbelievable. But whether you're a fan or not, I think everybody's familiar with the show. And then, do I know how to share a screen using YouTube Live? Yeah, StreamYard is what I've used most often, or otherwise what I use here on TuberChat, which is Streamlabs or OBS. They work almost the same way. But sharing with just YouTube Live, I don't know if that's even possible. I'm quite sure not, to be honest with you. Venom for Life, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning, like I said, brings us a lot of beauty videos, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Now, we don't have a sub count right now, but we will soon, because they are going to change that feature within the next, I don't know, days or weeks, whatever it's going to be. They put that out as an update. Yes, First Floor Audio, it is a long road. So it's interesting because you think to yourself, you know, you only have to get to 1,000 once, right? But you also only get to, you know, do that one time. And my wish for everybody is to enjoy the journey along the way, because, you know, YouTube is a lot more work than we all thought it was going to be before we started. I'm sure that goes for everybody. But hopefully you enjoy even almost the frustrations that come along. And hopefully you enjoy most of what you have to do to get your videos out there and this and that. But there's also a lot of favor trading that can be done. Some of you may not know, but half of my full-time job is running other YouTube channels and running other social media for other people. And that's a hint right there. You know, if there's things that you don't enjoy about YouTube, you can either trade favors with other people and collaborate, or possibly get paid to do things or pay people to do things, right? That kind of thing can be done. So it's an idea, but I hope you enjoy most of what we have to go through. Don Ray B is brand new to TuberChat. They're here for the second time. I'm just going to take another video from you and add it into my catch-up list. That will help me get to know your content a little bit better. And over time, the idea, of course, is that as your channel's up, I get to know the channel better over weeks and months by watching videos and hanging out in live streams. I get to know your content better. And then eventually, if we connect on the outside social networks, I get to know the creators behind the channels a little bit better. And the speeches get better about your channel every time you're here. So right now they're bringing us shorts and videos, and then possibly live streaming will be an idea for the future. Each new day is an opportunity to make your dreams come true, which is a wonderfully positive thing to start the channel off with. And recently moved to 4 acres. A dream come true, which is great. Camped on their land. And they follow a lot of homesteading and crocheting channels. So that's cool. It's obvious we're going to have a lot to learn from this creator. And we can see that some of the videos here are already starting to look familiar as far as categories of content, because we've had a lot of gardening, farming, and homesteading channels come into the TuberChat family over the last several months. Let me spin the wheel and we'll see our... I'm going to get some names on the wheel first, and then we're going to spin. Life with Mountain Folk hopefully is still with us. I've got to check now because it's been a couple of hours. Life with Mountain Folk might still be with us. And then Travels of Ethel the Van, of course. I watched a video. You'll have to see it for yourself, the tortilla shop video. And I just happened to... That was the very last video that I watched today before getting TuberChat started, and there's some comedy in there. It's the best way to describe it. The Weekend Warrior, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. Sharon Rowland, I've got you on the wheel as well. There's Life with Mountain Folk right now. Warmstrong Adventures is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. I'm going to get through as many channels as I can in the next 25 minutes or so, and then we're going to go and watch a premiere from Wolf Spirit Productions, who are dear friends of ours, and it's their 200th video. And you'll be able to meet more friends and family members during the live chat that goes along with that premiere. Warmstrong Adventures. Oh, living your homesteading dreams. Just got chickens and quail. Interesting. Actually, I forget for the life of me the name of the channel that was hatching quail eggs. Oh, there you go. She stole my thunder. I was going to come looking for you afterwards because you came in while we were on break thinking that the stream ended, but we actually have been on for another hour. And it's good to see she stole my thunder. So let me get you onto the wheel. This channel was recently featured on TuberChat as well. We feature a different channel every single day. Today's featured channel is Chris and Larry Homestead with over 10,000 subscribers now. They had almost 9,000 when they found TuberChat, but they're now over 10,000. The Bright family, thank you so much for that membership. I always put members onto the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. So I'm adding you onto the wheel right away. And that means that now for the next month or however long it's going to be, you'll be added onto the wheel as soon as I see you in the chat every day that you're here. Warmstrong Adventures so far has brought us a lot of videos from a cruise, both actually the before the cruise activities as well as the cruise itself. I'm always attracted to anything that has to do with a cruise ship. We don't have those here in my area. I'm close to Niagara Falls. We have container ships that come through, but we don't have cruise ships that I know of. But I did work on one in New York many years ago. So I'm always happy to see this. I do think it's a fantastic experience. Warmstrong Adventures is bringing that to us. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, and I'm looking forward to what more they're going to come up with as well. 77 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 80 that we know they must be thinking about. So I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And the Bright family, look at that luck. As soon as you drop that membership, the wheel has chosen you. So we'll see what the Bright family's got going on their channel right now. And did I misspell it, or does it just need the filters to come up? So the Bright family is a little bit of a popular name for a channel. We can see that there's a few. You want to match the avatar to make sure you've got the right channel with 1,300 subscribers here. And the other thing you might have to do is use your channel filters. You could do that on a phone or a computer to let YouTube know you're looking for a channel called the Bright Family. So with 1,300 subscribers, let's see what they've got going on their channel right now. They've actually been with TuberChat for a little while, but let's head to their About page for a second. On the channel, you'll find a variety of content like mukbangs, challenges, and games. And I'm sure there's a lot more variety here now. I'm just going to go through your videos for a second. Most of these are short form content, but I think to catch up with you, I'm actually going to take this longer one, 25 minutes. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list in the park and see what that's all about. But we can see a lot of variety here. 7-year anniversary, which is really cool. Some hair being done here. Domino's Pizza. Interesting. Another creator just put a Domino's Pizza up as well because I think Poppin' Popcorn requested it from them. Gloria's Platter, good to see you in the house. She was live again last night. She's been making a habit of streaming every Saturday night. She brings us delicious looking content. So thank you, the Bright family, for your membership again. I really do appreciate that. And like I said, you'll be added to the wheel as soon as I see you in the chat every day that you're here from now on. Life with Mountain Folk is coming up. Let's see what they've got going on with 435 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther. Pardon me, towards the 500 that we know that they must be thinking about. We want to see their community tab pop up. I'm just going to head into their videos for a second, see what more I can watch to start getting to know these creators. I've watched a couple of these car videos, car show videos. I'm going to take this North Georgia Gold Rush History Part 1. I'm just going to take this video. It's just a random one. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up with your content. The idea, of course, is by putting your channel on the screen, hopefully when you're here most often, as well as going through videos and live streams over the next many months, I'll get to know the channel and the content. And then if we connect outside, get to know the creators behind the channel as well. And like I keep saying, everybody can reach out to me anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time, but I love talking YouTube. Mickey Laughs, it's good to see you here as well. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And the Stock Explorer is coming up right now. Let's see what they've got going on. 876 subscribers. This channel grows rapidly. Now, what Nora does, which is the creator behind this channel, is brings us a behind the scene, or I say behind the scenes, a down-to-earth and level-headed look at both the stock market and crypto markets, but everything from beginner tutorials to like fundamentals to advanced topics like options trading and NFTs and things of that nature. This creator brings us all three types of content and often has product in hand from the companies that they talk about investing in. I can see I'm falling behind with you here. I'm just going to take your latest video. I said I was going to watch this. I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to put this on my catch-up list so that I can watch this. Sometimes they have charts and graphs for us to see, and then sometimes it's just a StreamYard panel that's more of a discussion. And then as well, they bring us, like I said, fundamentals and tutorials, a lot of short form content in these official shorts videos as well. They're very forthcoming about their own investment moves and portfolio. They talk about that and that they have different things that they do as well. Tropical Buzz is a second channel from Nora the Stock Explorer, where we get to follow their journey as they're planting different things, doing seed swaps with different creators. They happen to be in Florida, but it's going to be interesting to see them grow many different types of peppers and plants and see what comes out of those. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them on this channel. They're getting close to 900 on their main channel and 90 here. So I'm hoping we can push Tropical Buzz a little bit farther as well. Sharon Rowland is here again. Let's see what they've got going on. And I'll get some more names onto the wheel in another second here. So I've got to make sure I get the right Sharon Rowland. I might have to double check if they're here, because I'm not sure if Sharon Rowland is a channel or a supporter. Sharon Rowland, if you're still here, just please let me know and I'll put your channel up right away. But I'm going to skip over it for now just in case they're gone. And yes, Glorious Platter, thank you for the 4th of July. Well wishes for everybody that's going to be celebrating. Our Canadian friends, including myself, celebrated Canada Day the other day. And tomorrow we are here for Independence Day, which is going to be really cool. Travels of Ethel the Van is a brand new channel for TuberChat. We're just looking at them for what I believe is the second time. So I've still got to get to know their content, but what I've seen so far is already fun. I'm just going to grab, I might take this popular video that you've got, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up. And the idea, of course, again, is that as I go through your videos over weeks and months, and every time you're here, hopefully putting your channel on the screen, I get to know the channel, eventually the content, and hopefully eventually the creators behind the channels as well. And the stories will get better, and I'll promote you better every time you're here. But let's see what they've got going on. Oliver and Leanne exploring and sightseeing in the UK. A little draft, unorganized, but squeezing as much as they can out of life, traveling and exploring. in Ethel the van. So that'll be really cool. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that they got going on. Oh, a live stream, yes. Scratch and PPA. I keep saying a premiere from Wolf's Bear Productions, and I think it's just because I looked at the thumbnail right before we started, and they're talking about a taste test of a couple of different things, but it's actually a live stream. So the good news about that is that in the next 15 minutes or so, we're going to go over there and watch this live stream with Wolf's Bear Productions, who's been a dear friend to TuberChat for a long time, a very generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, somebody that I have frequent conversations with outside as well. As a matter of fact, they share their journey. But that means we'll have even more opportunity to meet more friends and family members when we're over there. So I'm going to spin the wheel one more time. We'll get one more channel up. I'm going to get some names onto the wheel right now. I got to take it one by one because we're getting down to the last 15 minutes here. I will look at as many channels as I can. Zadram's been here, I think, for the whole live stream. That's a long-time friend of TuberChat, and I can see that my internet wants to cut out as well. If we lose the stream due to the internet, the live redirect is already set, but I'm going to drop the link for Wolf's Bear Productions live stream right now, and then anybody can head over there whenever you'd like. Of course, the live chat is already running, but when it's time, we'll all go over and raid together, and the live redirect should send you if you have your autoplay on. I'll pin the link as well so that we can get to that easily. If I can, our chat is still moving. So thank you, everybody. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Zadram, I just took your latest video here, and I've put this into my catch-up list because I can see I'm behind. I just want to make sure I catch up with your channel a little bit here. I'm just going to go through my list here and see what I can do about adding a couple of names onto our wheel. Ace Flaw One will come up, as well as First Floor Audio and Rich Cat Ranch. And we'll have to see if I'm going to have how much time we have. I will get to as many channels as we can. We could possibly go over time just because they're going to do a live stream as opposed to a premiere, but we'll see. I don't really want to do go overtime on them. So when we spin the wheel, we get to Jamie Hart. I was saying this creator has a video, I think it was called Straight Up Cover. We're going to see in a second here. Bang Romy channel, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. And I watched this one. I was happy to see as a surprise. It was just catching up a little bit with this creator, but it's Paula Abdul's Straight Up from the end of the 80s there. I forget if it was 88, 89, somewhere around there. That song came out. But it was kind of cool to see this cover from Jamie Hart. She does a lot of variety on her channel, and karaoke is just a small part of it. I'm going to take a gardening video from you, that's what this looks like here, and add that into my catch-up list as well, so I'll watch something else. Jamie Hart's been a member for a while here, and then thank you Infor Media Live for another super chat. They've done that many times. Infor Media Live wants to give you help with your YouTube channel and your YouTube journey, and that is the Information Man with a new dedicated channel to helping everybody with their YouTube journey. So Jamie Hart has over 400 subscribers at 417. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. Spring Meadow Farm and Garden, thank you for the time that you spent. I know it's a long time today, especially to get onto the wheel and the screen. I started the first almost half hour of today's live stream talking about subscribers and views and likes and watch hours and things like that. So hopefully everybody got enough benefit out of that to replace the smaller number of channels that have made it onto the screen for today. But if you wanted to go back and watch, that's episode 428. Of course, all the streams are set as replays that everybody can go back and watch. This is Infor Media Live right now, and this is where they bring us help for our YouTube videos and our YouTube journey. actually. And some of it is tips and tricks, and then some of it is live streams. He actually live streams a lot. Over 1,100 subscribers already. This channel's growing rapidly. This also happens to be the information man with over 13,000 subscribers. And somebody I've been connected to for a long time, as a matter of fact. When we get to the Information Man show, we see 13,000 and well on the way towards 14,000 already. So this is a little more polarizing content here. But when we get to Infor Media Live, we get the same creator behind Information Man Show now helping us with our YouTube journey as well, and coming from a level of experience. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And they have been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a while. Thank you for another super chat. They've done that before, and I really do appreciate that. So I'm rifling through channels now because we've only got another 12 minutes to go. Joe Grace, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Jamie Hart, we just looked at. I forgot to take her off the wheel, so I'll clean it up and then we'll spin again, and we'll see what's coming up next from our next channel. First Floor Audio, I think, has been here from about the beginning of the stream. Now, this is a creator that's doing a lot of live streaming as well, as a matter of fact. And First Floor Audio is fairly new to TuberChat, just finding us within the last couple of weeks, but they've been here frequently. And when we head to their channel, we see, like, I actually caught their last live stream, but not the latest one that was just yesterday. And I see you got a panel going on this one too. This one here it looked like more of a concert. So interesting that they've got some variety on their channel here. Let me just see what they got going on. A self-taught musician, creating, writing, sequencing original and popular music. Each week they challenge themselves to write a piece of music live while you watch and chat, which is really cool. I can't tell by looking at the banner right now, but I'm just curious what DAW you use. I know some people call it a DAW, some people say DAW. I'm just curious. I happen to do the smallest amount of stuff in Logic now. I'm trying to learn. I was a DJ for years and years and years, but never produced music. But now, because of our copyright-free music channel, I'm trying to get into it myself. And then as well, I know that Emotion, our talented singer and songwriter friend, happens to use Logic as well. She Stole My Thunder is coming up. Let's see what this channel has got going on for us. And I'm looking forward to more from First Floor Audio. They've got 436 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that we'll see their community tab pop up. She Stole My Thunder's got a lot of featured channels on their front page here, so doing a great job of promoting others. And then when we get into their videos, we're going to see on their banner they tell us reviewing books, movies, and art, but there is a lot of other variety on this channel as well. So here they're reading Game of Thrones, but here's an interesting video, what to do in Montreal, and this is a really cool video. Now that city is only about 6 or 8 hours away from me, so I might find myself there one day. I've been to Montreal a couple of times, but I haven't been able to spend a lot of quality time there. Pardon me just for a second here. Voice is at its limit for today. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with She Stole My Thunder. This is another creator who has been a friend of TuberChat for a while. Definitely a loyal, generous, and dedicated supporter. They're a silver member, so we see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. But I also see She Stole My Thunder out there supporting other creators regularly as well. So let's spin the wheel and see what Rich Cat Ranch has got going on. I'll show you the introduction video. Oh, too busy singing, says First Floor Audio. Yeah, I thought it was a concert that I walked into the other day. When we get to Rich Cat Ranch, we see another channel that's coming to us from the farming, homesteading, gardening communities of channels. So I'm still getting to know them, but this is Richard and Kathy, and they let us know. See, I watched the video, so now it's not on the front page anymore. Here's their welcome to Rich Cat Ranch. This is a short video, so when you're connecting with Rich Cat Ranch, please go to a video that's 3 minutes or longer to connect with them. But afterwards, I hope everybody will check out that introduction, because I just think that it is really well done and a great introduction to their channel. And it's brand new, as a matter of fact. They just put it out. So as well, I'm going to take another video. Let me take something that is recent here. I've put my notification on for your premiere for what I think is Tuesday. And I'm just going to grab this latest video and put it in my catch-up list. That will help me to stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. So Wolfsbear Productions just dropped a super chat on us. Did we look at Wolfsbear Productions today? I don't think so. Wolfsbear, then they were in the chat too. We're going to go and have a great look at this channel. I'm just going to put them up here for a second, because we're going to go over there for a live stream. You're going to get an idea of what they do over there. They have a lot of variety here, a lot of series of video. They're celebrating their 200th upload today, and we're going to go join them for that live stream. Wolfsbear Productions is a truck driver, but they give us a behind-the-scenes look at their family life, and they bring us a lot of activities like diamond painting, I think dumpster diving even as well. They've done collaborations with other creators, a lot of product reviews and unboxings, taste tests and things like this. And they often bring us a ride-along live stream while they drive the truck with 3 different views as a minimum. So they've got a look out the window as you would expect, another camera out another window. Often the host is on the screen, and then as well sometimes they bring somebody up on panel with them as well, which is really cool. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve, I'm going to get to your channel as well. And then Christiana Kezzie, I'm going to put your channel up, and we'll have to see. I think that's going to be all the time that we have for channels, but we'll see. And Flaw One is coming up right now. This is Andy. This is a creator who's been with me for about 2.5 years. He's been with TuberChat from the very beginning, because TuberChat is just barely over 2 years old. He was already supporting me before we started, and in the playlist buddy experiments I was doing on my personal channel before TuberChat had come around. He's got over 3,600, almost 3,700 subscribers now, and does travel videos more than anything else. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this dedicated and loyal supporter. And he has done some live streams. I don't know if he's done any lately, but I'm hoping I catch the next one. If I do, when I had first started TuberChat, he did a live stream, and that was back when things were, let's say, small enough that I could really spend a lot of time hanging out and getting to know a lot of creators. And Andy, I remember his very first live stream, or the first one that I caught him for anyway. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. It's interesting that after 428 episodes of TuberChat, he is still coming back to visit and grow his channel the right way and meet new friends and family members. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. I'm going to drop the link again for Wolfsbear Productions live stream that's coming up. Please remember to give them a thumbs up on the way in as well. We'll be going over there in another 5 minutes. And I noticed that Wolfsbear Productions took over the Stream Boss position as well, that video game life meter under my camera, so they'll get some extra exposure for that reason. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve is up right now. Facing Reality is coming up next on the wheel, and that might have to be it. So 193 subscribers for Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. They have been an incredibly supportive creator. They spend a lot of time hanging out on our copyright-free music channel as well, which I appreciate greatly. I'm just going to take your latest mail call video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. As we see on their channel, they say good news, good tunes, good food, good friends. So it's pure variety, but it is a homesteading channel, so I bet that we have a lot to learn from Jen and Steve both on this channel, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, not to mention getting the support that they give coming back to you as well. So we'll spin, we'll get another channel up here. Gloria's Platters reaching out to swap playlists. If anybody in the house would like to do that, just please simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Come Hither with Heather. Thank you for coming to visit from Australia. And Facing Reality comes to us from Jamaica. We got a brand new channel in the chat, Audrey's Kitchen. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with a couple new friends and family members for your channel in no time. You've just caught us at the end of today's live stream. We've only got another couple of minutes to go. Facing Reality is a teacher. She does a lot of live streaming lately, but a lot of variety on this channel where she tells you she brings positive messages in a fun way. She actually brings those everywhere she goes and engages a lot of conversation here in TuberChat, for which I'm grateful. This is a creator not afraid to ask questions, not afraid to share lessons learned along the way, for which I'm very grateful as well. It sends great engagement signals into the algorithm when you have true conversation rolling through the chat. Pardon me. And Christiana Kezzie is coming up right now, another fairly new channel for TuberChat, just here for the second or third time. We'll see what they've got going on. And then Mrs. VSNC09 will be the last channel that we'll look at for today. I do appreciate every moment that everybody has spent. I know today's a longer wait to get onto the wheel or the screen. Forgive me for the channels we didn't make it to. In the first half hour, I gave a very long-winded speech about losing watch hours and subscribers and thumbs up and views and all that good stuff. So you can go back and watch that if you'd like to. In the meantime, I'm going to take a video here from this channel and put it in my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, get to know your content better. The idea, of course, is that every time you're here, hopefully I put your channel on the screen, I get to know the channel a little bit better, get to know your content over time, and if we connect on the outside social networks, get to know the creator behind the channel as well, so that we can make the stories get a little bit better as I promote your channel every time you're here. So I'll leave it to everybody to find the variety on this channel when you get there, but it looks like we have a lot to learn. And then Mrs. VSNC09 will be the last channel that we're going to look at right now. I'm going to drop the link again for the premiere or live stream. I keep saying premiere, but it's a live stream that we're going to go and visit. There's the link, and if you have your autoplay on, the live redirect will send you. We still got another 3 minutes. I'm going to leave this live stream running as I always do. I probably should have ended 3 minutes ago for that reason. We're going to end up overtime now, but you can clean up your connections here and then head over into that live stream. It will already be running, and we'll be celebrating their 200th video on Wolf Spirit Productions. Mrs. VSNC09 brings us a lot of variety as well. A lot of focus on promoting other creators, all three types of content here, including shorts, videos, and live streams. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They bring us a lot of coverage of the royal family, and when you're able to catch one of these live streams, you'll see an incredibly engaged conversation with a very good leader in Mrs. VSNC09 being able to lead the conversation that goes on in the live stream. It's really something to see. So I hope everybody will connect with them. Audrey's Kitchen, I'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. We always post the live streams on our front page a couple of days in advance, or we try to. And then as well, we mix the times up during Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday so that we can reach different creators in different time zones. Mrs. VSNC09 now has 2,700 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit further. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you've spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend here. Please don't forget a thumbs up on the way out. Give Wolf Spirit Productions a thumbs up on the way in, and we will see everybody over in their live chat. Thanks again, everyone. Bye-bye.